I was a service person. What do I do? How do I interact with the homeless people? How do I interact with the homeless person? What's respectful? What's engaging? My parents even asked me, my sister asked me, and I didn't really know what to do. I didn't really know what to say, and so I looked up online, and I got conflicting information, and so it kind of hit me one day, who would know best? Someone that's experienced it. And so I did some research online, and we brought into our school someone from the previous homeless community to come and speak, and I just asked him before he came and to speak to our students, our 9th grade students, to talk about what it was like to live on the street, share some of that perspective with us, but then also talk about what we as community members can be doing to respect you and engage with homeless people on the street. So he came and he spoke, and it was right before lunch. We had 35 9th graders in a room, and everyone was right before lunch, so everyone was a little bit distracted. And he starts and he says that it all started with my first job of alcohol at 12 years old, and everyone's eyes darted to him. And he talked about how he was in a private school as well in Alaska, and how he with his first drop of alcohol, everything unfolded from there. And he talked about going from Alaska to Texas, to Florida, to Boston. He talked about how his home was the Boston Common, how his mailbox was the trash can right next to him, how he bounced from this homeless shelter to this homeless shelter, how he, was throwing kids threw bricks at him, how that couple accidentally missed the trash can that one time, and how that girl that one time gave him a blanket, but he couldn't muster up the energy to say thank you or to smile. And he talked about what it was like to live on the street, and that cycle of being demoralized, that cycle of hopelessness. And he just talked about, he wanted to get a job, he wanted to rise up, but he couldn't. And something happened in that room, and it wasn't sadness, and it wasn't happiness. It was this amazing connection between this person that we never would have engaged with before, but we were in a room understanding each other. We were connecting, empathizing with each other, and it was so beautiful. And after that day, we all went off in our separate directions. And I was wondering, this would really impact me. I talked to some people, it really impacted them. But I really wasn't sure what was happening to the school community. And so I was trying to strategizing, what's next, what's our next step? And I come to school the next day, and I overhear a 9th grade talking to his friend. He says, I just looked at a homeless person for the first time, and I know this sounds really weird,